Well, hello there. How are you? So glad to have you with me today. Boy, is this going to be a doozy, this podcast. Be ready. Hope you do have a notebook. Have pens. And you know what? I'm so excited to hear this that people have been using people, that's you guys, have been using my podcasts for getting little groups together or couples together or groups together, or even when you're having home parties or cheese and wine and cracker parties and watching one or two of my videos of All Aboard Wisdom. And you're sharing some wisdom in your group. It's very entertaining. You're going to get some real blunt facts. And I talk about stuff that a lot of people won't talk about, but boy, it's always going on in your head and you want to know so much more about it. Well, this is what I do. I'm an influencer. I'm called an influencer. I'm a motivator. I'm a life coach. I've been doing this for 33 years, radio, TV, and newspaper columnist. And I just have to bring this up. I have to show you. It says, Boss Lady. I thought that was so cute. Boss Lady. Somebody bought that for me, and I just said, well, sure, I'm going to keep it here while I'm doing my podcasts and stuff. So here we go. I'm going to start talking. Today we're talking about, you ready for this? Cheaters. Wow, there's a TV show called Cheaters. I don't know how many, put your hands up. How many of you have ever watched Cheaters? I mean, it's great. You get to sit there behind the scene. You got your bologna sandwich. You got your Coca-Cola Classic. You got your potato chips and you're watching. Is he going to get caught? Is she going to get caught? I want you to realize we are very captivated with this topic. We are captivated as not just Americans, people worldwide about Cheaters. And it was such a popular show. I think it's still going on, but maybe my channels don't get it. I don't know. But let's just talk about this today. And we're going to jump right in because I have a lot to say and we're going to do it as a shorter one because I want to extend this for other ones. First thing is about Cheaters. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about cheating? How do you feel about being the cheater? Or how do you feel about being cheated on? How do you feel about being the cheater or being cheated on? The other thing is, and it's really going to be a big telltale sign, not that it's going to happen 100%, but it's going to talk about something you've seen, heard, or been around as a kid. Because if it was going on in your home, you did overhear it, or fights going on in the home, or whatever. And it was about, did your parents cheat? Did mom cheat? Did dad cheat? Did they both cheat? What was going on? I mean, and usually you're not going to have a warm and fuzzy, quiet little kumbaya home and house life and life if somebody was cheating and messing around. And we're going to look at this here. So also, I want you to realize that people who cheat, they're always people who like to cross the boundaries. They like to cross the boundaries. It's interesting, but the people sometimes who are the cheaters, they're very specific to really want to make sure nobody's cheating on them. Now, why would a cheater be paranoid that somebody's cheating on them? This is a very interesting thing. This is in psychology, life coaching. I'm going to tell you a secret here because they know how it's done. They know the angles, they know the games, they know all the ways, the ins and outs, all the secret passages. They know exactly how it works, and they don't want you to be cheating on them, but they want to be doing that on you. And then they always come up with an excuse why. Well, you're lame in bed. You say you have too many headaches. You're working all the time. I mean, they're going to come up with stuff. But people who are cheaters, they will always put it and point the finger. It's your fault that I'm doing it. They all have that. It's your fault. It never takes their own responsibility. They're taking their pants or panties or boxers down and doing what they're doing. It never is about that. It's because you did this, so therefore I had to do this. What was a man or a woman to do? So let's just, but these are just bullet points because I'm going to do really a deep one on cheaters later on. So the other thing is you have to know, if you don't like liars, let's say you're somebody who says, I cannot stand a liar. I don't like liars. Every single solitary in the universe, people who are cheaters are liars. So you've got to quit saying, Oh, I would never. I hate a liar. Well, if you married one, you're dating one, you're still hanging in with one, you're engaged to one, whatever you're doing, if you know they're cheating, okay, they're taking their panties and their boxer shorts or tighty whities down, they're cheating, whatever they're doing. I want you to understand that is a liar. And the more they do it, every time they do it, every single time, they become better and professional and better liars. They become really good at, like pros. They should get an Oscar for it. And so you have to realize, so if you don't like them being a cheater, I want you to realize you're also dealing with a liar. And this is in all cases. Most cheaters are narcissists. The majority, 80% of narcissists, it's all about me, never getting my supply. I'm not getting what I need. I need me, I, me, I need. These are narcissists or sociopaths who feel nothing or no remorse about what they're doing because I need to do this. Okay. For me to feel good, for me to feel satisfied, this is what I need to do. And as long as I can lie and you don't find out about it, well, so I want you to understand that is a mental illness. It's a mental malfunctioning inside of the head, the wiring of a narcissist and sociopath, and you can't make them feel guilty. Here's the thing. I'm going to bring it up at the end again. Narcissists, sociopaths, and these habitual cheats, they are never sorry for what they did. They enjoyed it. They had the big O, the big O, orgasm, whatever they got out of it, the fun, the laughter, whatever they had. A cheat is never sorry for what they did, ever. They're only sorry, mad, twisted, their pants, their panties in a twist, or use the word, let's be real, they're pissed off. They're upset. They got caught. And guess what? When they get caught, they're going to lie. And then if you got pictures of it or you hired an investigator or whatever you had to do, which gets very expensive, now you got to lie or a cheat. Now you got to pay a private eye or whatever. So I want you to realize these are people that need not to be in a relationship. And these are people that you got to really quit giving them leeway or saying, well, if I don't know about it, or I'm going to look the other way so I don't know because it would hurt me. It should hurt you that person doesn't just belong to you. So I just want you to know that. And the odds are going to be other children out there floating around that they don't even know about, you don't even know about, and the kids may one day meet each other from all these illegitimate little affairs they're having. So whatever that's about, we're talking about cheaters today. First thing, they are never, ever, ever, ever sorry if they cry or whatever, and they plead and they beg, whatever. It is never they're sorry. They are always up. They're crying because they got caught. Just so you're aware of that. That's another thing. Let's see here. What else do I want to talk about? A cheater will bring very good chances they're going to bring home a disease. Now, people say, oh, but I'm a very good cheater. I always use condoms. I use this. I use that. I'll be honest with you. Condoms break. This thing it's a bunch of baloney, and people are giving their mates at home all kind of diseases. And then the people who gave it to them act like, I don't even know where you got that. What do you have? Oh my God, where did you get that from? So, it's really, they are bringing it home. And just so you realize that, and there are people who actually have diseases and they hide them from their spouse, and they actually have children that have actually been born blind. They have all kind of disease because they have a disease in them while they're going home to their wife and bringing it home, or they're bringing it home to their husband and passing it around like it's like sugar candy or cookies or something. So I want you to understand, cheating is never normal. And if you say to somebody, we're going to be monogamous, if they cheat on you, they will again. It's not if, it's when. They are only mad, crying, and hysterical and whatever, and they will plead and swear on anything. Like if you give them a Bible, they'll swear on it because they were mad because they weren't smart enough and they got caught. So you got a liar, you got a cheat, you have somebody that can probably give you some kind of a disease, whatever's going on, and then you have to ask yourself if you're okay with that. So that's another thing. Let's see. These people all have the mentality of a candy store. It's like being let loose in a candy store. These little candy stores, you get a little bag and you can go try all the different candies. Well, these people don't want just, black licorice, or they just don't want the Hershey bar. They want the variety pack. These are people who want a sample, and people who actually have a belief, well, I'm supposed to be at a certain age, I'm supposed to be married. I'm supposed to start a family. I'm supposed to take family pictures. I'm supposed to take family vacations. My family expected of me. I'm supposed to have grandchildren, give my parents or somebody grandchildren, whatever this is about. These people, these cheaters, they don't deserve to have that. Okay. Now, it is your job when you are dating them to look at their running record before, because it just don't come out of nowhere that people want that candy store variety. Okay, it don't. This has shown up since they were younger. So do look at their running record and don't think, well, now they're older, they're 40, 50 years old, they're burnout. I'm sure they're not going to do that. Oh, some people are out there getting their second wind at that point. So, and by the way, I have to bring this up. I have to bring it up. Just read this. Did you know right now in many of the senior communities, this is nationwide, the highest STDs, the highest. We're talking epidemic STDs are your people who are older, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and up. Because they think, oh, well, I'm not going to ovulate, I can't get pregnant, or they had a hysterectomy or whatever. So I want you to realize, if you really think it's safe, if you're going to go with somebody, I'm going to tell you, everybody better go get a real good AIDS test and don't let them say an STD. And if they do tell you, oh, I came back clear, you want to see it. But just remember, people can cheat. Every time they stray, they have a very good chance they can bring something home to you, ruin your life. And by the way, I can tell you, I could tell you, I'm not going to tell you their names, but I can tell you how many times that I have had clients actually come in and they have been so loyal in their marriage and everything else, and their mate brought them some kind of an STD or disease. Now, every time they're going to even venture out or date or anything, they're supposed to go tell the next person, I got this or that. And so many people just don't do it. And then there's those other people, well, I just won't tell anybody what I got because I don't want to be limited, because I want to go date somebody and have Scooby-Doo. So just want to talk about cheaters. It's very important. No cheater ever, ever, ever feels sorry, ever. They don't have it in them. They're only upset because they got caught. So we're going to talk about this a lot later, but I wanted to touch on it today. If you enjoyed today's topic on cheaters, please hit like. Please also let other people watch this. Tell them about it. Have a little group discussion. Have some people over at your house one day and watch some of these videos and enjoy. Have some wine and crackers or something and have some fun watching my podcast. Also, please hit that you want to subscribe and also share and like. And I'm sure glad to be with you today. And I hope I taught you something fun, something to think about and pay attention to. It's 2026. Bye now.